Okay. Today's Christmas. And, well, so what? So what? Because I'm still out here. I was, uh, I was at my family's. I was at my mom's earlier, but got into a huge argument. And now I'm back out here. Sometimes, sometimes, family they have their best interest in you, but dude, like, it doesn't mean that they'll understand what you do or anything. They're completely different people. Just because you're related to them doesn't mean like you're like the same you have the same ideals and shit, or like your brains work the same way. That can't be any further from the truth. So yeah, I mean, like, I was just tired of my mom asking me, "What's your plan? What's your plan?" I already told you my plan, like, hundreds of times, man. Like, how many more times? Just just stop asking, please. Everyone annoys me for some reason. Like, just everybody. I'm getting slightly bitter. You can tell. I'm a little slightly bitter because well, it's hard for one thing, it's hard to be in a good mood most of the time. I know, right? Like, all the videos before this, I was like doing great. And maybe I just haven't exercised. I don't know. But I'm not really in like the mood. I mean, I'm stable. My mood's stable, but you can still be like, it also depends on your mentality, your outlook on life too. Like it's almost like 70% your health, your diet, but there's another like 30%. The other 30% is your actual like circumstance, like how you actually feel about yourself. And that can only originate internally. So yeah, I'm not really feeling good about myself. I don't know why. I think it's because my relationship with my family is like, when my mom on my mom's side, it's just like, I don't know, man. My relationship with my mom is bad. She's one of those moms that just like a helicopter parent. Like, she didn't really teach me anything, but she did care for me. She did, like a helicopter parent, just make sure you're okay, blah 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 blah. But she never really, not really try to get to she doesn't really try to get to know her children on a deep level. If you're a parent, you should try to get to know your kid on a deep level, cuz if you can't, you're I mean, you're going to have problems later on. Um Same with my little brother too. I mean, oh my god, my relationship with my little brother is like atrocious. He doesn't even respect me. It doesn't matter if they don't respect me. It really does not matter. It hurts, but ultimately it does not matter. Nobody can know what kind of bullshit you've been through. No, seriously, I'm being serious. No, nobody. Everyone's just so shallow. Everyone can they can like they can estimate in the shallowest way what you've been through, but no one really knows because everyone is born with a different brain. And it's crazy to me that people not a lot of people seem to understand that we're all born with different brains. I mean, people seem to understand that we all have our issues and problems, but people don't seem to understand the why. People don't want to. They don't want to understand the why. It's too much. It takes a really mature person to actually want to know the why. It takes a mature person to truly empathize, not just sympathize. No one likes that shallow sympathy. Yeah, my relationship with my family is doomed. It's doomed, man. Someday it's going to hit me in the face like a freight train, and I'm going to bust into tears at the neglect and well, I already feel bad enough. I mean, I can't imagine how much worse it's going to feel later on. And you can say like, "Oh, you can still do something." Well, not right now. I can't do anything right now. The damage is done, man. See, the thing about people is they always remember how you made them feel. It's hard, man. It's hard to even repair stuff like that. My little brother, uh, Ben, if you're watching this, sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't meant to be a brother to anyone. Maybe I wasn't meant to be a son to anyone. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Maybe I need to go to church or something. Maybe I need God. I don't know, man, but I'm just way too like neck deep in this way of life of mine. Like, I actually like being out here, it's a little cold, but I like being out here. You know why? Because no one knows who I am. No one knows who I am. And when I'm at my parents' house, I just feel like, oh my God, I just want to leave. It's a nice place to sleep, though. I like sleeping there. It's nice and warm, but other than that, man, I just feel like I feel like those old feelings when I was staying there. Like I was just a failure. I don't want to live at my parents' house. I don't want to live at their house. I don't want to live there. Okay, well, we got that settled. You don't want to live there. Wow. This is not the first depressing Christmas I've had. But Christmas is just another day, man. And dude, some these holidays are the only things we have, man, as humans, to actually like bond with each other, with people that you probably wouldn't even bond with regularly. These holidays, they're essential, man. If we didn't have these holidays, human relationships would crumble, probably would disintegrate. Human relationships. Everyone wants them, right? Everyone needs them. Right now, well, well, I don't really. I think I'm gonna work as soon as I finish this video. I got nothing else to do. No places are open to eat. That's all I do is I work out. I get something to eat, and I work on the thing. I work on the music. My family, they think I'm crazy for sleeping in my car. They think I'm like, I don't know. They just look at me in disbelief, like I'm an alien or something. They're like, "What the heck are you doing?" If only they knew, man. If only they knew how talented I was. You know how you just know the answers to your future. You know it's gonna work out in the end. If only they knew. And I keep telling them, but they keep it's like they just, it doesn't even like register anymore. I don't know how to repair my relationship with my mom. Like, we're just, I mean, she's just there for me because out of obligation at this point, because she's my mom. And I can tell she's a very motherly kind of person. So it's actually in her instinct. It's in her genes. It's literally like in her genes to ask me how I'm doing. But it's like, how many times can you ask someone how they're doing until you ask them how they're really doing? It's just, and maybe it's wrong of me to expect that from my mom. Is it? I don't know. Is it wrong of you to expect anything from anybody? Even your own mother and father? The ones that bring you into this world? I think the only true love is between a parent and child. That's the only true love in this world. I was thinking about love earlier. We don't really love each other, man. No one really loves each other, man. On the If you really think about it, no one really loves each other, man. And friendships too, like friendships, it's all just a bunch of I scratch my back, you scratch yours. But we can't. How can you go through life? Okay, when I'm on, I I figured all this out like before about relationships, about friendships and stuff. I figured it all out way before this video. I don't really want to dwell on it too much, but all the connections we make are very transactional. It's sad, man. You may feel like you're loved, but it's not true love, man. I don't think there is true love. But like I said, parent and child relationship is probably the only truest love you'll find. How can you go through life saying you love people when you know for a fact if they stopped, I don't know, providing value to you, that you wouldn't love them anymore? It can make you go insane, like just thinking about it, how there really is no uh, existence of love. Love does not exist, man. It just doesn't. I do something for you, you do something for me. It's all on like a emotional level, of course, but it's transactional at the end of the day. The only way it cannot be transactional is if you didn't feel like doing it and you did it anyway. I don't know. It's just it can make you go insane, man, thinking about it. Maybe people don't like thinking about it because it's all emotional. We're all controlled. We're all slaves to our emotions. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to. Emotions don't make things. Emotions make it so that nothing makes sense. If we all if we all think logically for like 1 second, like all of us, I think we would get a lot of stuff done. The world would be way, way more different. Probably even a utopia if we stopped being complete babies and went against our feelings. And then there's people out there that think they're mature because they're stronger than their feelings. I just think that's like you thinking you're better than me. Like you think you're more mature than me or something. It's all a competition, huh? It's all like a struggle for power. Oh, I'm mature because it makes me look better than you, or I want to make you look like a little boy. Oh, either way you spin it. If you listen to your feelings or if you don't listen to your feelings, it's all for personal self gain, man. You're all selfish. That includes me. Jesus Christ, man. We as a species have not changed at all, man. It's all window dressing. All this civility. At the end of the day, it's all like It's all just primal urges. We're so capable of intellectual thought, but we give in to these uh these primal urges. We're so capable of empathy and da 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 da, of complex empathy, but we choose not to. We choose not to listen to people's problems. We judge people in a split second. Instead of using our brains. What was I even talking about? Yeah, it's just we think we're intelligent, but it's all just we're still just so selfish, man. Yeah, we're intelligent, but we're just that just makes you an intelligent, selfish organism. Emotions, they ruin everything. They ruin everything, and they also make everything great. It's like they're the great disruptor. People will complain about you being emotional, but we're made out of emotions. What are we supposed to do? Especially when you're a guy, like you're supposed to like have emotional control or some shit. Well, that's what they want. That's what's attractive. God, man. Can't be emotional. You know what? I know I'm not an idiot. I know what society wants from men. They want a nice guy, but they want a nice guy who's got balls. Our feelings, man, our feelings don't mean shit. Gotta keep it to ourselves most of the time. It's fucked up, man. Only share the good feelings. You know, you're only allowed to share the good feelings. But get that other shit away from me. Everyone's like, get that stuff away from me. Stop complaining. Oh, and you ever notice that when people when you're talking with somebody and you start talking about yourself and they're like, "Oh, you they give you like a face after some point like, "Oh, he cares about himself too much." Or he's talking about himself too much. Like, he must be a narcissist. You're not talking about me. You must be crazy. You're not talking enough about me. This is a transaction. Remember? Like, they look at you crazy, like, everyone has to learn this shit too. Like, everyone has to learn how to be humble. You know, you start off life like, oh, I'm the bomb, I'm the best. But then society humbles you like right away, like, stop. Don't think that like that, you little bitch. Right? Like, you can start off like thinking you're the shit. Oh, I'm awesome, awesome, crazy. I'm awesome. And society's like, no, you can't feel that about yourself. Stop. Sit down. Society humbles you, man. And destroys your confidence. Society destroys you as a person. I'm not gonna lie, man. Society destroys. I think society is responsible for like a lot of personalities destroyed. We we shape our personalities so that people will like us more. That's what society does. Society changes you. Are you strong enough to not care what society wants? Or will you give in? See, that is the battle that I hope to win one day. I hope by being healthy as best I can, you can take all that anxiety away. But you also need to just not care internally, going back to those internal feelings. The other 30%, you can't care. Just can't, man. And everyone wants you to be kind and shit, right? Everyone wants you to be a nice guy. Why do you think they want you to be a nice guy? For them. For their own selfish reasons. Okay, I'm going pretty deep into all this. But if you really think about it, this is the thread that's made up of. This is the genetics of it all, man. People want you to be nice because it makes them feel good. People want you to have manners. What if you're depressed all the time? What if you're sad? What if you can't, like, what if you have extreme anxiety? Nobody cares. People keep telling you, be kind. For who? You, right? Oh, be kind for you. It all comes back to you. That's why you want me to be kind, right? You don't want me to be kind because it helps society. You want me to be kind because of you specifically. It will specifically benefit you, not the greater good. Oh my God, dude. Some people don't deserve kindness. And if you guys think I'm thinking too negatively, this is the exact problem. This is the exact beef I have. This is the exact beef I'm talking about. Oh, you're too negative. Blah 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 blah. I can't help it. I can't handle it. Can't talk about real shit without someone getting upset. The real shit, man. No one wants to talk about the real stuff. It all really depends on your state of mind. If your life is going good, you only want to hear about good shit. If your life is going bad, you start empathizing a little more, like going, yeah, man, I feel the same. Yeah, man, it's been like that for me too. You empathize a little better. But if your life is going good, it's like, get that shit away from me, man. I don't know what I'm saying, man. I'm just I'm just taking apart society, how society works. I'm just like fucking around with the rules right now. Just like just dissecting it because it doesn't make any sense, man. Yeah.